Call this meeting to order. This is the continuation of the meeting that began at 5 o'clock of the April 15th, 2024 meeting of the City of Summit Zoning Board. I'm Joe Steiner, and I chair the board. At 5 o'clock, we held an education session for board members and anybody from the public who wish to, and now we're going to conduct our regular order of business. Please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In accordance with New Jersey State Statute 10:4-10, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided to the newspaper of record, and it has been posted here at City Hall. For the benefit of the interested public, the meeting is being live streamed to the YouTube page and also broadcast on Summit's governmental channels, which are Comcast 34 and Verizon Channel 30. A transcript of this meeting is also being taken using the video and audio, so all of us up here have to remember to use the microphones. Ms. Sulios, would you call the roll of the members?
Sure. Chairman Steiner?
Here.
Vice Chairman Loikitz?
Here.
Mr. Yuko is excused. Mr. Nelson?
Here.
Ms. Zahn?
Here.
Mr. Curran is excused. Mr. Malay is excused. Ms. Toth?
Here.
Ms. Chifo?
Here.
Mr. Feskins is excused. And Mr. Chanchuli is excused. You have a quorum. You may proceed.
Okay, tonight's meeting is going to be conducted a little bit differently than it normally is. I normally would be going through all of the processes that we go through, but I will tell you right now, there is no one in the audience, and we have a less than full board, and for that reason, there are a number of, our two cases have each made requests of us, and let's go to the first one, which is Thomas Johns Holding, and we have received a letter from their attorney.
Do you want me to speak?
Yeah, please.
So we received a letter from their attorney, which is Ms. Hillary Oles from Dempsey and Sheehan. She noted that in lieu of not having a full board, and there are D-variance requests on this application, which would require 5 affirmative votes for an approval. She would like to, she put in a request to carry this application. She proposed the date of June 18th, and she agrees to waive the board's time to act. And will she be renoticing? Will we have her renotice? I'm assuming that.
I assume we would carry it without further notice.
Okay, so we would carry it without further notice.
Okay. I know that we talked a little bit about asking them to, to be here for this, but because we did not have a full board, and that they had the right to present in front of a full board, we indicated to both of them tonight that they could, take the night off, and we would hopefully get the board to go, those of us that are here, to go along with the change. So I would look for a motion to move this.
I have a question. So full board, you mean every single person?
No, we have to have enough.
7 members.
So 7 members.
Tonight, we only have 6, but because each of these applications request D variances, it needs 5 votes to approve. So in those cases, the applicants do have the ability to request to be able to present their case in front of the whole board to have that full opportunity to get approval.
Did we have the option of going to the planning board, which I heard before mentioned that the planning board can bring members over to the zoning board?
No, that's only in kind of extreme conflict circumstances. If it's just a one-night issue where we don't have enough membership, the routine order of business is to carry it to a meeting where we will have 7 members.
It would have to be conflicts for enough of the board members that would be permanent conflicts that they could never come back on that case. In this case, these are people who are not here who can come back and can hear the case.
I'm sorry to
that's the
ask a novice question, but can you explain what it means the applicant waives the time within which the board has to act? What does that mean?
Yeah, so we have a deadline every time we receive an application to approve it within, I want to say, it's either 120 or 180, and I'm blanking on the official number off the top of my head, but
So this goes beyond that date? Got it.
yes,
Okay.
anytime we get an adjournment request, if there's any indication that it's going to extend beyond that time frame, the applicants do have the ability and routinely do waive that time frame for the board to issue a decision.
And actually, that was on our test when I took it so many years ago, and I think it was 120 at that
I think
point.
it's 120 also.
So I would look for a motion.
Wait, another question. So how many times can they keep,
Well, this one, they only have one to do. This is one.
this was one,
They carried it
they
before.
carried it.
This
but-
is the one that we were about to vote, and they asked if we could to hold off it. And they were going to present whatever they were going to present tonight, and we were going to vote. But because we don't have the appropriate numbers, they will again have that opportunity on, June 18th?
Yes.
So this one only
So
comes
this
back
doesn't
one
count
more time.
As one, I mean,
No,
is there?
there's no official cutoff. You know, you look at requests to continue a hearing with a reasonableness standard, but because this one is the board's fault that we don't have the 7 members, it should be granted.
Okay.
Still looking for a motion.
I'll make a motion to carry this.
Second.
Okay?
Okay. Chairman Steiner,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Loiketz,
Yes.
Mr. Nelson,
Yes.
Ms. Zahn,
Yes.
Ms. Toth,
Yes.
Ms. Chifo.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Okay, now moving to the next one, which is 479 Morris Avenue. Again, this is Cali law, and basically the same,
So it's basically the same reasoning. They also have a D variance on their application, and in lieu of not having a full board, they have requested to carry the application. So same thing, they agree to waive the time for the board to act, and they are asking that the application be carried to July 15th, and there will be no further notice.
yeah, my only question is that they have here in their letter through July 31st. Do we want to accept that, because that only
Yes.
gives you one meeting to act on it?
And if at that meeting, it seems like we need another meeting, then we would obviously need them to waive the time frame at that point. But yes, that extension is acceptable.
Okay, is there a motion?
Wait, I have a question. So this one we just got last minute, so they were both notified at the same time that we weren't gonna have a full board?
They were both notified at the same time, but they were considering other factors. You had more of a conversation with Cali Law.
Yeah, and I think his client was overseas and didn't have an opportunity to communicate with him until getting us that confirmation just this morning.
Okay.
Is there a motion?
Moved.
Second.
Okay. Chairman Steiner?
Yes.
Vice Chairman Loiketz?
Yes.
Mr. Nelson?
Yes.
Ms. Zahn?
Yes.
Ms. Toth?
Yes.
Ms. Chifo?
Yes.
The motion carries.
Okay, we will move to our resolutions for memorialization. The Stephanie Sulio show continues.
Sure. Okay, so the first one we have is 35 Beekman Terrace, also known as 111 Beekman Terrace. That's ZB-23-2214, Block 1701, Lot 19, Jennifer Chacon and Brian Hamlet. The eligible voting members are Chairman Steiner, Vice Chairman Loiketz, Mr. Yuko, and Mr. Chanchuli. Does anyone want to give a motion for that?
So moved.
Okay, and a second?
Joe, you're the only one left.
Oh, second.
Okay,
Sorry, I'm looking for where I have to sign it.
okay. Chairman Steiner
Yes.
and Vice Chairman Loiketz
Yes.
and Ms. Toth. Wait,
No,
actually, no.
no.
You were not on that one. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so it's just Chairman Steiner and Vice Chairman Loiketz. The motion carries. The next one we have is 58 Beverly Road. That's ZB-22-2160-2, Block 1102, Lot 1, Lori and David Schulman. The eligible voting members are Chairman Steiner, Vice Chairman Loiketz, Mr. Yuko, Mr. Nelson, Mr. Kieran, Mr. Malay, and Ms. Toth. Can I have a motion?
Second.
Okay. Chairman Steiner,
Yes.
Mr. Nelson,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Loiketz,
Yes.
Ms. Toth.
Yes.
The motion carries. The next one is 108 Woodland Avenue. That's ZB-23-2228, Block 1203, Lot 23, Ramsey Masalam. The eligible voting members are Vice Chairman Loiketz, Mr. Yuko, Mr. Malay, Ms. Toth, Ms. Chifo, and Mr. Chanchuli. Can we have a motion?
Moved.
Second.
Okay. Vice Chairman Loiketz,
Yes.
Ms. Toth,
Yes.
Ms. Chifo.
Yes.
The motion carries. The final one we have is 53 Baltus Roll Road. That's ZB-23-2229, Block 4403, Lot 3. That's Robert and Julianne Venezia. The eligible voting members are Vice Chairman Loiketz, Mr. Yuko, Mr. Malay, Ms. Toth, Ms. Chifo, and Mr. Chanchuli. Can we have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Okay. Vice Chairman Loiketz,
Yes.
Ms. Toth,
Yes.
Ms. Chifo.
Yes.
The motion carries. And then our final order of business from me this evening will be the minutes for approval. The minutes are from April 1st, 2024. Everyone who is present here was also present during that meeting. Is there a motion to approve?
So move.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries.
And the last item of business is our annual report, and I would move to turn it
I just
over.
have one thing to say. There was, I just wanted to let you know, there was somebody who was going to come speak before, and when you found, I don't know if it makes a difference. You said there was nobody here before, but somebody was coming to speak on.
Well, there was
the
no one,
applications.
but there was no one in the
No, no.
room.
Oh, no, they.
Mr. Bennett left, yes.
Okay, no, I just wanted to know if that needed to be on the record.
No, doesn't have to be on the record because he never walked in the door.
Okay.
It's all yours.
Excellent. So the never-ending saga of our annual report continues unabated. I think we'll get it in by 2026, Chairman Steiner, at this rate. All kidding aside, I think we're getting closer. Unfortunately, due to the lack of members and some very good last-minute additions, I have some more work to do. I have some additional comments to incorporate, some grammar to clean up. And I will redistribute early next week for people to review and hopefully bless to the point of where we can get it in front of this board to vote on. Whether it's the next meeting or the following meeting, it's up to you, Mr. Chairman.
Well, I won't be here on the 6th. so,
Neither will I.
Tom will have a fun time. We will probably ask Tom to take the chair at that meeting, as he has, what, 7 years as chair of the board. Can probably handle anything that comes up, unless anyone has an objection to that.
But, so, based on that, then, we won't vote during that meeting. We'll carry it to the.
Second
final-
meeting in May.
Yes, and still be done ahead of last year's schedule.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Mr. Chairman, is that all okay with you?
it's fine.
Okay, great.
You're in charge of the annual report. The only change I'm going to suggest that we make to the annual report is that where my name is, you add yours.
So,
Can I put a pseudonym down?
Because you have done all the work on it and you deserve the credit for it.
Just collecting data from our illustrious board.
Well, we're going to, I'd say it's for the whole board too, but
Yes.
you did all the work. Any other
I have a
business
question, yeah.
that we
So-
know of?
we
And-
won't vote because we won't have enough people, or we won't, because of who's, the chairman's not gonna be there, just wondering how that works. Like you said, we won't vote at the next meeting because you
I
two
mean,
aren't
we-
gonna be there.
We
Could,
could
but-
vote on it, but
You
we don't.
could, yeah.
But the author who might respond to any questions or comments
Yeah.
won't be there to do that.
Okay,
So
just
we'll
wanted to know.
delay it for another 2 weeks after that and do it when he's here. Is there any other business? 7:45.
New landscape.
Our next meeting is May 6th. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Good night.
Okay.